Whitney Houston. Stevie Wonder. Hey, I'll sing. Now, explain that thing you have in your ears. I was wondering during rehearsal what that is.
These are ear monitors. And, how you doing, by the way?
Oh, I'm fine. It's a pleasure to see you.
Let me take my glasses off just to see if you look the way everybody says you.
Steve.
These are ear monitors. I actually can hear, cueing, all the cues and stuff. And I use them for the performances that we do on stage.
Yeah.
So,
now, this performance, the song's called "We Didn't Know."
We didn't know.
What didn't you know, Steve?
We didn't know. We didn't know we were singing together.
That's what, you took the words right out of my mouth, Whitney.
I did.
I was wondering where you really singing was that.
No, baby, that was me. That's a lie. Better believe it.
No, anyway, I never. What are you looking at? I never imagined it was going to happen, but I was very happy that she did the song with me, that we did the song together. And I just called her up one
6 o'clock
late
in the morning.
That was 3
Tell the truth.
3 o'clock for me in California,
Yeah, right.
Why couldn't you have waited a few hours, Stevie? Why 6 in the morning?
I think that's none of your business.
Okay, that's a good point, Stevie.
You know what they say?
Right.
About the early birds. I figured that if I called her earlier, she wouldn't have anything to think about but just the song, and it did. It worked.
It worked. It did.
But there's so many things that I didn't know. Obviously, I didn't know would be performing here today on your show, but this is a pleasure for me. Whitney's a friend, an incredible talent, and she's got a good album. Great album, as a matter of fact.
Thank you, Stevie.
Can't wait till mine's finished.
When you finish it.
See, baby, whatever,
Yeah, right.
What's the never I do gonna be funky?
How close is the album, by the way?
It's not close enough for Gerald Busby and the rest of Motown, but
yeah.
Obviously it's closer than it was yesterday. Closer than today than yesterday. But don't get carried away with yourself now. I've watched you guys on television before. I've seen the whole thing. I know the scoop. We watch it all the time.
No, we're talking about what we didn't know, all the things we didn't know, and there are probably so many.
Well, actually, I didn't know that there was going to be a time that I never thought that this time, last year, this time, that we'd be talking about a war with another country. In fact, the deadline, unfortunately, is on the very day of a man's birthday who lived and died for the principles of equality, as did Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr. I would think someone would have thought of no war at all, no time at all. I didn't know that, and I hope that, in fact, we can, with our prayers to the Father, stop it from happening. We don't need to see anyone die, and the only solution, I think, is prayer and believing that we can, through prayer, as we know we can, turn it all around. We do believe in freedom, and the other thing I didn't believe and didn't know would ever happen was I had the pleasure of meeting Nelson Mandela in my lifetime. And I remember, as millions of other people were watching the television when he became free, he came out of prison, and I wrote a song dedicated actually to him, which is called Keep Our Love Alive, which is going to be on my Conversation Peace album, but also it's a single now. And as much as the song is dedicated to Mandela, it's about, in all ways that we can in life, keep our love alive, whether it be fighting against drug abuse, fighting against crime, against violence, fighting to stop this war from happening, because we don't want to see any more people die.
Yeah. Now we know it all, man.
Well,
Who's out there? Whitney, your life was a little simpler. When you got the ironing cord, it was usually because you maybe didn't want to wear a dress or something simple like that. Why did you not like dresses? Because you look so good in them now. I shouldn't say good, I should say guad. Because that's even better than good. It's
Thank
guad.
you.
Yes.
Well, thank you.
I have sources.
Oh, really? Well, you know, growing up, you know, you go through this tomboy stage, you know. I had 2 brothers, so I liked to climb the fences and I liked to run with my brothers, so I didn't really like to wear dresses a certain period, you know, in my life. But my mother used to make me wear them, and even when I didn't want to. And then she would, see, one thing I really didn't like is for her to do my hair. You see, I like to do my hair. When I got to about 13, I was like, no, I don't want you to do my hair. No, well, you're going to wear your hair like this. I said, no, well, I don't want to wear my hair like that. So she said, well, then go outside and get the switch.
See what I'm saying?
That always got me. You want me to go outside and pick the switch you're going to whoop my butt with? right. And I used to go out and have to get it. And she'd tear up the leaves like that, you know. Baby. Yeah. Yeah.
Let me ask you another question.
Okay.
I keep hearing things, and pretend like we don't know each other, okay? I'm just the interviewer.
Hard.
Well, I'm just the interviewer. Miss Houston, I keep hearing things about you and this young Murphy kid from the movies.
Murphy.
What's going on between you and Eddie Murphy, the...
Well, you know, we're just friends, Arsenio.
Stop!
Now, listen, you ain't supposed to know me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, if you say you're
Act like
friends,
you know.
if you say you're friends, Miss Houston, I'll accept that.
Well, why didn't you get him to sing with you then?
Oh, see, now Stevie.
No, Stevie? No.
Why don't you get him to sing on the song, you know?
Stevie brings up an interesting point.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Listen, you asked me.
Now, look at me when I'm talking to you, you know.
I'm looking at you, baby. I'm looking at you.
So there's nothing going on between you and Eddie? Just
Well,
friends?
there is